I am livid right now. The only person I have had sex with within the past 5 years has been my wife. I thought I had a bladder infection or UTI and scoffed when my doctor thought it was chlamydia. Well, here we are. I got the test results yesterday and I have chlamydia. So I decided to start snooping, and it didn't take long to find the text messages between her and her boy toy. My guess is she doesn't even know she had it as well. She thinks I stayed up all night working. Little does she know I've already emailed her little lover boy's wife all the text messages. I warned the lover boy's wife that he'd been sleeping with an infected woman and to get herself tested. I'm still deciding how to process this, all but wifey's going to wake up to my positive test results and the messages of her infidelity. The sun should be coming up in the next hour or two and probably will be the end of this marriage. Update. I didn't confront her that morning. The boy toy's wife ended up responding to me. She has not confronted her husband yet either. I'm getting my legal bases covered first. Some comments regarding this update that I found important are: I'm not sure about your wife's personality, but I would record what happens and also try to get any cash assets that she may have access out of the bank. I had something similar to this happen, and when I went to confront her about it, she tried to flip the script and play victim. In my case, she even went as far as to claim I was being physically aggressive and called the police. Luckily, the police had my cousin's first-hand account of what really happened. And also the video of me confronting her with no physical aggression. Eventually, I had her removed from my home and never lost a penny. OP replied to this. Yeah, going to record everything. We have a separate account, so my money is safe. The house is my parents', so I'm not worried about property because we don't own any together. Another good comment was, breathe, eat something, remain calm, don't let the situation become violent. Remain rational as possible, record if legal. Create space between you both physically, as in don't live together, and document everything. Careful about who you tell as people love gossip and don't really care about your situation. You won't get an answer that will satisfy your need for a reason. Sorry you've got a shitty few months in front of you. My ex did something very similar 3 years ago after 10 years of marriage. It gets better. Call a friend and rant, talk, and get therapy if you feel it helpful. Update number 2. I found out she was sleeping with a coworker and planned to blow our marriage up that night. Thankfully, my drunken mind decided to wait. I had gotten into contact with the coworker's wife, giving her evidence of what was going on and informing her that the two cheaters probably both had chlamydia. I did this because I suspected my wife was cheating with more than one person. In her texts, her lover boy had asked her if he was the only one she was screwing at the time, and she gave a non-answer. I know this dumb broad well enough that I knew she was screwing someone else as well. Luckily, the coworker's wife got back to me first thing in the morning to explain that she figured he was seeing someone else. The two of them were privately separated at the time. Their separation agreement stated they were not to see anyone else at the time. She had her own suspicions and thanked me for reaching out. We agreed that she would not confront her husband until I could cover my own ass legally in exchange for the evidence I had of their affair together. She also confirmed to me that her husband didn't have chlamydia, at least when they were still together. I decided to not confront my wife that morning. I pretended everything was fine and dandy while I looked for lawyers and dug deeper to figure out the mystery of the chlamydia caper. I installed a keylogger on my wife's personal computer and quickly got access to a secret email. Guess what? My wife was talking with someone on a hookup website. The best part was that it solved the mystery, as the man informed her he tested positive for chlamydia and that she probably had it. Even better, these emails were from months before I was infected myself, meaning she knowingly infected me with chlamydia. Disappointed that it was not in fact the chlamydia fairy that caused all this, I have a lawyer. It's not looking well for my soon-to-be ex. The fact she knowingly infected me made my lawyer salivate, along with the mountain of proof of her infidelity. The house we live in is my parents', and we've kept our finances separate since the beginning. Her chances of getting much, if anything, out of me are pretty slim. I served her the divorce papers last month. I bought a security camera on Amazon when this all started, saying I was going to put it over our front door. I hid it in the living room the morning I decided to confront her. I decided to take one of the top comments from my first post on how to drop this on her. We were sitting and having breakfast when I said, "So, I'm curious, does coworker know you infected him with chlamydia as well?" The short of it was, she cried, apologized, tried to claim it was a one-time thing. She tried to claim she loved me, tried to blame me, screamed at me that I don't make her feel loved. You get it. I served her the divorce papers and her eviction notice right after. I'm staying with my parents until she's out of the house in a few weeks just to be safe. I'm juggling if I want to try and press assault charges against her for knowingly infecting me with chlamydia. As my lawyer said, it should be pretty easy to prove with the emails we have. Overall, though, I just want her out of my life like the STD she is.